All right, this says that I'm live here. Let me try to fix this shit real quick. There we go. Oh, 1 second here. Here we go. So, fuck this. Much better. Fucking much better. No, it's not. All right. There we go. Much better. Much fucking better. What up, mother flowers? I'm live. Holy shit. Here I am. Don't know if you can hear me or not, but what up, mother flower? It's me, it's Steve here, back at one more time. So I'm live again here on the YouTube video feature. Reason being is because, well, yesterday during the Team Heal podcast, I was supposed to do a Q&A portion during the show. And because the show ran a little late and I was tired, I forgot to add that portion into the video, into the podcast, which, by the way, the podcast will be up. The podcast is already up on the YouTube feeds. Now, if you want to listen to it on iTunes, Stitcher, and all that fun stuff, it will be up shortly. I can see right now that I am out of focus. I'm back in focus. Holy crap. Awesome, mother flowers. So if you want to send in your questions, feel free to send them in right here in the comment threads of this video, if you will. Or if not, on Twitter at HealSteven. This will be a short Q&A, reason being because OKFabe Connor is going to go live momentarily with the OKFabe Random Wrestling Podcast, and I really want to check that out. So yes, O'Reilly Nation, I like your profile pic. Awesome picture. Awesome fucking picture, bro, mother flower. But hopefully all you mother flowers are having a fun time today. Hopefully all of you guys have an awesome Easter coming up tomorrow. So mother flowers, by the way, mother flowers, I'm going to do something real quick. I want to know, because I'm curious as well at the same time, if you guys can hear the music. I doubt that you can, but it's something I want to test out with the new feature here. Being that, again, I'm using YouTube video, or the camera version, if you will. Like I said before, I said this last week, one of the pros of using this program is that, you get this, if you will, right? And I guess one of the biggest cons, if you will, is that you're not sure if you're able to, listen to it, if you will. I didn't play anything yet. I'm gonna see if I can hear myself though, real quick. I want to know if I can hear myself in the feed, on the playback, what have you. Mother flowers, motherfucker, I can't. There we go. You can hear me. I can hear myself. No, I'm not going to Mania this year. I'm going next year though, because again, it's in my town and shit like that. All right. Anywho, let's get on to this Q&A. Like I said, I was supposed to do this during the podcast. I didn't do it. So let me answer the questions that were sent to me via Facebook. And also, if you want to send me some questions on Twitter, feel free to. But again, I'm trying to do this as fast as I possibly can. And let's get on to this, shall we? Mother flowers. Let's see here. Going back to that post I posted yesterday, Facebook post. But again, guys, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this a big old thumbs up, mother flowers, while you're at it. We're almost at, hopefully we can get to 1,600. Yeah, feel free to, bro. Feel free to if you want to as well. But what I'm going to do right now is answer the questions that I did not answer last night during the show. And after that, I'm going to answer the questions that are in the chat, and hopefully I can get this done in time before Connor goes live. I don't want to miss that show. It's going to be an awesome show tonight. But just so you guys know, also, this week alone, I'm going to be busy as a mother flower. I got Raw to do, Raw review this Monday, SmackDown Live review Tuesday, NXT review Wednesday. Then we're on WrestleMania weekend, and lucky for me, I am off WrestleMania weekend. So I will be doing a WrestleMania review this weekend. As crazy as it is, I'm recapping Takeover New Orleans Saturday. I'm also going to be reviewing Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor, and I'm also going to be reviewing, believe it or not, because I'm curious to see it, Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground. That's going to be taking place at WrestleCon via Twitch. And as well, I'll be reviewing live. I'm going to review WrestleMania Sunday, which will take your live calls and all that fun stuff. All right. So anywho, I'm going to the questions right now. The first question comes from Stephen Page. His question is, worst Mania fan experience of the one you've attended? And if you don't say waiting to get into WrestleMania 32. You've disappointed me. Haha, but seriously, love to hear your response. Okay, my worst Mania experience, believe it or not, as a fan being at WrestleMania, I guess it had to be, believe it or not, it had to be WrestleMania 32. And yeah, it had to be the whole notion of getting into Cowboy Stadium because literally, first of all, Cowboy Stadium is not in Dallas, Texas, in Arlington, Texas. It was like 30 minutes away from where we were at in Dallas, myself, Connor, and Matt. And I remember going there. We took a shuttle bus. The hotel, the travel package that we had provided a shuttle bus ride from the hotel to the stadium and back, right? So we get there. And we wait to get inside. And mind you, it was hot as hell because, again, it's Dallas. And it was, just, again, a massive humidity. It was spring. And I remember going, all of us getting in, waiting in line to get in. And literally what should have took in less than an hour to get in took like 2 hours. We were literally waiting outside for almost 2 to 3 hours just to get into Cowboy Stadium. And once we were inside, and apparently the reason why it took long, because apparently the people in Cowboy Stadium, the thing they used to scan their tickets, right? The Wi-Fi was out. So they had trouble scanning tickets. And people were mad because WrestleMania kicked off, or the pre-show kicked off. And I remember Connor wanted to see the U.S. title match between, I think it was Kalisto versus Ryback for some reason, right? And I remember we finally got it after hours of we had a rush to get to our seats. And we get down and we find out it took another hour or so just to get to our seats. There was so much disorganization. I think at the same time, it had to come down to the fact that Cowboy Stadium, people, I guess, who worked at Cowboy Stadium were not expecting that many people in the venue, if you will. So they didn't realize, oh my God, how crazy will wrestling fans get? But I guess that's probably it, if anything. But I guess we consider a worst WrestleMania experience, if you will. The next bunch of questions come here from Michael Corvin, a longtime listener, longtime viewer, one of our favorite callers that calls in on the show, and he has a massive heat with the good people over at Wrestling Soup with Anthony Missionary Thomas and Joey Numbus. You guys can listen to every single Thursday on Mixler. Wrestling Soup, motherfuckers. Even though I say motherflower, but you kind of get the gist. His question is, Okada is 2 successful title defenses away from having the most IWGP Heavyweight Championship defenses of all time. His defense against Zack Sabre Jr. ties him with Tanahashi for 11 defenses. The one after Zack Sabre Jr. will possibly be his 12th and the new record. How does that make you feel and the rest of you guys feel? I guess, well, I can't really speak for Connor or Walter because they don't really follow that much New Japan. I guess Chase does a little bit, but, for Chase, Okada's the man. And say what you want about Okada, that's crazy. The fact that Kazuchika Okada has held on to the IWGP Heavyweight Championship for over, I want to say 2 years now. It's crazy. Like, it's about to be 2 years. He's literally the longest reigning champion, I guess, in such a long time. Granted, CM Punk was 134 days, but the fact that Okada has literally been everybody that they put in front of him, Naito, Tanahashi, Shibata, fucking Minoru Suzuki, Kenny Omega. This guy's been through wars, okay? And at such a young age, honestly, I'd be happy for him. Granted, he's someone that would love to see one day make the jump to WWE North America, but at the same time, I think someone like him, I think he's content just going over, just staying in New Japan, But again, just think of the matches that he's had over the years as far as him being the champion. It's been crazy, and the fact that he's about to break this record, which I think he will. I think he will break the record because, again, you're trying to establish him as the ace, the new ace, if you will, of New Japan. So good for him on that part. And your second question, are muffins bald cupcakes? So, okay, are muffins bald cupcakes? If so, why does the mainstream baked goods media continue to lie to us? Yes, In a way, yeah. Keep this in mind. I am not a baker. I don't bake. I can't bake to save my life. I'm a culinary major. I love to cook. All right. That's my realm. Cooking is my fucking realm. Which, by the way, I posted a new picture something that I cooked today on Instagram. So literally before this stream, I did my take on Swedish meatballs, which is, by the way, is on my Instagram. Just so you want to check that out. Instagram.com/HeelSteven. Want to give me a follow there. Go on ahead. But as far as our muffins, bald cakes, yeah, I would say it's at the same time, though. That's why they call it some way of a cupcake, because it's in a little, little thing like this where you eat, it's like this, right? Believe it or not, a pizza in some way, I learned it in school, a pizza is considered a sandwich, an open sandwich, because if you close an entire pizza pie, you literally have a calzone. So yes, to answer your question, why do they do this? I'll never fucking know. At the same time, the mainstream media will never call a pizza a sandwich, even though it really is an open sandwich, in my honest opinion. Your next question: should Mayor McCheese be impeached for his repeated failure to catch the Hamburglar and stop his hamburgling once and for all? Wow, bro. I don't even know. I guess. I remember years ago, when I went to McDonald's, they gave us a video. Like, it came with the meal that you bought. It was a McDonald's Grimace escaping Grimace Island. It was Grimace and him going to his homeland and shit like that. It's like years ago, so yeah, whatever. Your next question, your next question here. What match are you most looking forward to at WrestleMania besides a KO match? Honestly, there's a shitload of matches to look forward to at WrestleMania. A shitload of matches. You have literally, I almost say Tanahashi versus Okada. No. You have Styles Nakamura, which again is the dream match. Ooh, but reality is we've already seen that match numerous times already. You have Oscar versus Charlotte, which I think will definitely be a good match. Another match I think I look mostly forward to, believe it or not, is the cruiserweight match between Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. I think those two guys are going to go out there and just tear it up completely, blow the roof off the place, have everyone go effing insane. Also, I guess, believe it or not, in some way, shape, or form, the match I'm looking forward to as well, believe it or not, Brock versus Roman, to see what the hell are they going to do. Damn, you got more questions here, Corbin. God damn. Okay. Your next question. Who is your pick to win the NXT North American title at TakeOver? Many people are saying Velveteen Dream or EC3. Your thoughts? Honestly, I think Dream. I think Velveteen Dream should be the one to win the championship. I think he's had a killer run thus far at NXT, having killer matches at TakeOver. And I think he's one of those unique characters right now that they have. So I'm all for him being the one to be the first NXT North American champion. So why the hell not? Again, you look at that match as a whole, EC3 versus Adam Cole. When the fuck would you ever think we would see in a match Adam Cole and EC3? I said this years ago, and this was at a time where Adam Cole and Bobby Roode were, they were doing, their thing outside WWE. Adam Cole and Ring of Honor, Bobby Roode and Impact Wrestling. I said, like, yo, real talk, to book Bobby Roode versus Adam Cole, that would be like an indie promoter's dream match to book. I'm surprised that there were never really an indie promoter out there that actually made that match official for an indie show. Granted, I know this is not the match right now, but still, the fact you're getting EC3 versus Adam Cole in a match is crazy in itself. Then you're going to add, Velveteen Dream. You're going to add another layer to that being Lars Sullivan, and then another layer in Killian Dane, and then the final layer there being a Ricochet. Holy shit. Someone shut up and take my money. That's literally the kind of shit that you would do on WWE 2K18, where you are trying to just do that one call thing, if you will. That's literally what it is, like that random ladder match between all these like crazy guys that you think they'll never do, and they're gonna do it at TakeOver. I said it before and I'll say it again. I think TakeOver New Orleans has potential to be the show of WrestleMania weekend. Granted, I understand You have Ring of Honor with Super Card of Honor with Kenny Omega versus Cody. You have Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground at WrestleCon on Twitch with Eddie Edwards versus Sami Callihan, or aka Jeremiah Crane. You're gonna have Takeover New Orleans. You gotta have that 6-person ladder match, which will definitely steal the show. Just as I predict the main event of Takeover. I said this on the podcast. I'm gonna say here again. It has to be Gargano versus Ciampa. That has to be the main event. And then you have Evolve with Mercury Rise. You have all these shows, but again, it's gonna be so fucking insane. All right. Should the clip of Chuck Norris, by the way, this is your next question, by the way, Corvin. Should the clip of Chuck Norris super kicking the shit out of Jeff Jarrett be the only one that is displayed during his Hall of Fame induction? Not, I guess, if you really just want to throw it out there. I mean, you have so many things you could do. You could show the guitar shot that never drew a dime. You can do, I guess, Jarrett losing to China. You can do that one, or whatever the fuck that was, or you can put in there, I guess. I don't fucking know, but you kind of get the idea. Or the time where, when you kind of get the idea. There's so much you can do with Jarrett, or the time he laid for Hulk Hogan. Coupon writes, I agree. Main event should be Gargano versus Ciampa. Absolutely. What is up, T and Coupon? How are you? And your final question thus far. Your WWE picks for next year, and go right now. Do it now. Do it, please. All right, mother flower. God darn it, Michael Corvin. Okay, my ideal WWE Hall of Fame induction for next year. And this is just me, of course, and take it for what it's worth, okay? And I remember I answered this question, like, I think last month's Q&A, where I had to pick, like, my whole class from a tag team, from a mainstream guy, from a jobber level, from a manager, and a celebrity wing. Now, I guess, if anything, I would go with, from a celebrity standpoint, I would go with Cyndi Lauper. Or if not, Ted Turner, one or the other. You could do Owen Hart. You could do British Bulldog. The Rock. I have The Rock be the main guy for the Hall of Fame next year, if anything. As far as a faction, I would do, honestly, the NWO. Believe it or not, I think the NWO should be that faction that should be inducted in the Hall of Fame. As far as like a jobber guy, I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. It's like, I'm having like these fucking brain freezes right now. But I guess Barry Horowitz, pat myself on the back. I don't fucking know. But you kind of get the idea for that. As far tag team demolition, 100%. I think you should put them in before, I don't know, they die. Just saying. But we'll see where that goes as well. As far as a woman goes, as far as a woman, I would say China has to go in. Owen Hart, LOL, never getting in until Owen's wife lets it happen. I agree. That's true as well. Molly Holly is another one as well. Molly Holly is another one that I think should go in the Hall of Fame as well. But I think China first, in my opinion. Then again, believe it or not, there's Sable. I never hear people say, oh, Sable should go in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? But to each their own, right? To each their own. Now, this one is coming from Stephen Milan, a longtime listener of the show as well. This is what he writes, in quote, I keep on forgetting asking this question for what is with the heat regarding the Lex Man. Ali is good, Mike Works guy. Not that I care about him or I ever found him earth-shattering in any way, which I never did. I'll be honest. I don't hate the Lex Man. I don't, hate him. I think the guy does what he does. I just feel like the dude takes sometimes, he's that kind of, how do I put this? I don't hate the guy. I don't hate him at all. I'm actually sub to the guy, believe it or not. Some of his videos I think are creative, like the one that he did with Roman Reigns. I thought that was awesome as all hell. Even though me and the Lexman may have different point of views regarding Roman Reigns, which is fine, to each their own. But he reminds me of that dweeb he reminds me of that dweeb that was in school with me years ago. You know what I mean? That's what he reminds me of. You know, there's there's some shit that he does that's kind of cringe, like, but to each their fucking own. I don't hate the guy. He's just not really my cup of tea, if you will. To each their fucking own. Now, Corbin apparently asked more questions here. If I can find him right now, here we go. This is what he writes. To both of you, would either of you ever consider appearing on my show, Wrestling National Committee, if given an invite? Absolutely. Why the hell not, Corbin? You should have asked us a long time ago. We'd love to. Who's winning the 2 battle royals at WrestleMania this year? As far as the women's are concerned, I would say Sasha, in order to build up to that feud with Bayley. I think that makes sense right now, if anything. Your next question here. Hobbies outside of wrestling, cooking. In case you guys don't know, I am a culinary major. I've worked at a hotel for a while, this like 2 summers ago. It didn't go well, not because I was fired or shit like that. Me and the chef had a falling out. Before that, I used to work at another restaurant where I was a prep cook, help prep in the morning for the meals in the afternoon, make a lot of sauce like crazy, fabricating chicken like a motherfucker with like a mother flour. But other than that, you know, I love to cook. I love cooking. I love watching Dragon Ball Z. I have not really watched the latest thing. It's not really whatever. My favorite character is Vegeta. Just saying. I love watching soccer, combat sports, MMA, boxing. I know Anthony Joshua won tonight. Good for him. Hopefully he ends up fighting Deontay Wilder real soon. Just saying. Your next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how genuinely are you excited for WrestleMania? With 1 being terrible and 10 being, oh my God, I cannot fucking wait. Let's be real about it. This WrestleMania card is the most stacked card you have ever fucking seen. This card is effing stacked, mother flower. It's stacked, mother flower. Mother flower, WrestleMania 34 this year is stacked, mother flower. Do you understand what I'm saying, mother flower? Do you mother flowers understand what I'm saying right now? God damn, I'm saying the word mother flower way too much. Mother flower. But it's excited. I'm going to say 7. A 7. I think, really, to be honest here. A mother flower. Now, your final question. If Jimmy cracks corn and nobody cares, why does he keep doing it? Because he wants to crack corn. I don't fucking know. Now, this was a question I got on a DM today, early in the fucking afternoon, from my good old boy, Dave Sack. All right. Dave Sack, again, good contributor to the show as well. This is what he writes, and again, to each their own. And this is what he also wrote in the response as well. And quote, do you believe my theory of Cody Rhodes in Bullet Club, whoop, whoop, may be the modern equivalent to Jeff Jarrett in NWO? And this is his point of view. Keep this in mind. To each their own. No one's right, no one's wrong here. It was pointless. It was a pointless decision, and seems like it was a pointless decision, and seems like they only are in their respectful groups to ride the wave of the other group's popularity. You can make that argument. I'll say this though: the difference between Cody and I think Jeff Jarrett is that, again, Jeff Jarrett, with all due respect, had a good mind for the business. Say what you want about him, broke all these guitars, never drew a dime, but to each their own. I think he had a good mindset for the business, what he did outside of his in-ring career, forming TNA, giving guys the opportunities to perform where they're at now. Look at the guys that came out of TNA that are in WWE now. Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, Eric Young, to name a few. All right. And they were all given the opportunity to perform in that company to get that exposure. Cody, on the other hand, I'm going to say this, Cody, is the son of Cody Rhodes, the grandson of the plumber, and had so much potential in WWE. Unfortunately, they never saw that. They never did. And he pretty much, and I believe this, Cody to me is an example of someone that, hey, this shows that, hey, there is success outside WWE. there is a lot of noise to make outside WWE, and he's done it. Whether it be going on the independent circuit, whether it be wrestling. Think about this, right? When he left WWE, he wrestled literally in the span of 10 months prior to him leaving. He reworked WrestleMania. He did Final Battle. He appeared at Bound for Glory, and he did Wrestle Kingdom. And 10 months of the span that he left. Granted, did he join the Bullet Club, all that? Did he really need to be in Bullet Club? In my honest opinion, no. But at the same time, I feel like when you made him a heel, it only had to make sense him going to Bullet Club. And not for nothing, too, him going to Bullet Club at the same time, it got eyeballs rolling. Because I think Kenny, as a leader, granted, yes, he's a talented performer, but he's not like the mainstream guy. I think Kenny now is getting there, becoming like a mainstream guy. I think he tore up with Jericho, all the hell you want. But I feel like because Cody's that name, Cody's name value weighs in more, I think. And I think essentially this, right? Between Cody and Jeff, I would be more amped up watching Cody than I am Jeff. Granted, do I agree with Cody's point of views in wrestling nowadays? Absolutely not. To each their own. Him going at it with Schleg Daddy, but again, to each their own. You know what I mean? I don't hate Cody. I think he's a talented performer, but at the same time, there's things that like I'll be real with you guys. My only knock on Supercard of Honor is that the whole build has been around the Bullet Club. And it's like you're relying on the Bullet Club to pretty much sell the house. And they sold a lot of tickets for the show coming up in New Orleans. So that's going to be crazy in itself, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Now, let me answer these questions in the chat. Let me go right back up here. So bear with me here. All right. Just bear the fuck with me here, okay? What's your favorite from O'Reilly Nation? You said a lot of questions. Thank you, by the way. Your question is, what's your favorite match you've seen live? There's a lot of them. I can tell you Nakamura versus Sami Zayn TakeOver Dallas. Sasha Banks versus Bayley from TakeOver Brooklyn 1. I could definitely even say Shawn Michaels, Booker T, Kane, Triple H, Van Dam, and Jericho from the first Chamber match from Survivor Series 2002, just to name a few. But I guess out of all of them, I'm going to say Nakamura versus Sami Zayn because that match was fucking insane seeing in person. But also they're with friends. So all that just made it so fucking special. Let's see here. What's your favorite or best wrestler who's sadly a jobber? Oh, okay. My favorite wrestler or the best wrestler who's sadly a jobber. He's currently a jobber right now who I think is like talented in a way. I think Mike Kanellis. Mike Bennett, if you want to call him. I think, yeah, say what you want about him, but he's a talented performer in the ring. So when he went to WWE, I was happy for him. But at the same time, I think what really did him in is the fact that he had to go to rehab and then Maria got pregnant. It's like, really? You doing all of this shit now that, you're in WWE? But teach their own. Your next question here. Who do you think Okada will lose the title to, or who do you want him to lose the belt to? In a perfect world, it'd have it be Zack Sabre Jr. because I guess, hey, you want to go with the whole historic thing. Oh, the first UK IWGP Heavyweight Champion. They probably won't do it. But as far as who I want to see it be to, believe it or not, Shibata. But I know Shibata is either retired or not retired, but we'll see where that goes. Or if not, another one, Kota Ibushi. I think Kota Ibushi is another guy that I feel like could be someone that they could have Okada lose the belt to somewhere down the road. Your next question here. Are you going to review UFC 233 after Mania or NXT, or will you just watch it? I'm probably going to watch it. Gotta keep this in mind. That's WrestleMania weekend. So my weekend as a whole, I'm going to be busy like a mother flower doing so much other stuff. Eventually I'm going to watch it. But as far as a review right away, I'll probably talk about it during the podcast in the following week. will you ever review UFC pay-per-view? I have before. I just don't get that much views in it, to be honest. If anything, I'll be on Chase's stream whenever he does a UFC review. Or if not, I'll just talk about it during the podcast, if anything. Hopefully, Dream wins on Saturday. Who's your favorite NXT superstar? My Velveteen Dream. I'm going to say Aleister Black right now, currently. But that's just me, of course. What a weird but great match. Dream, Cole, Ricochet, Sullivan, Dane, NEC3. What the fuck? Here we go. From World Wrestling World Western Entertainment, Weston, who would you like? Who would you like? Cena versus Taker to be career? Would you like Cena versus Taker to be career? I think it is going to be eventually. I think essentially that's the plan, but we'll see. But who the hell knows, right? Let's see another question here. See here. I think good questions, O'Reilly. Indeed, dude, good question, by the way. If you guys have more questions, feel free to send them in. And momentarily, I'm going to go listen to the OKayfabe Random Wrestling podcast. But yeah, and at the same time, I wanted to do this again, test out this stream here, test out the YouTube video, because I think, again, it's awesome to use. I think if you are, again, a YouTuber and you have, again, if you don't have OBS, you don't have XSplit, and you're tired of using Google Hangouts, I would strongly recommend use this. I recommend it. I really, really would. Mother Trucker. God darn it, Peter. Had to be the one. It's Mother Flower. But anywho, what I'm going to do right now, because I want to do a quick little test. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this ends up working. I don't know yet. I'm going to play a song, and I want to know if you guys can hear it or not. I'm going to test it also, but we'll see. On my end as well. I'm going to play also on my end. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I'm not even sure, but we'll see. Got my headphones here as well. We'll play them later, but here you go. I'm going to listen to it. It's loading right now. Let me know if you guys can hear it or not. Let me fucking know once it loads. I'll tell you when it plays. It's loading. And the song's playing right now. It's playing as we speak. I'm going to listen to the playback and see if you guys can actually hear it. Hopefully you guys can. Let me know in the chat if you can hear it. And no, you cannot. Okay. No, you cannot. Oh, well, fuck it. I tried. There we go. No, you cannot. There we go. Okay, you cannot. From O'Reilly Nation, he writes here. Who do you want or think will win both Money in the Bank ladder matches this year? As far as the women's, I'll be honest, I do not mind seeing Mandy Rose win the whole ladder match. I would not mind seeing her win. I know Mike on the podcast this week said he would love to see her win the women's battle royal. Because think about it, Mandy Rose was the first woman to be eliminated from the women's Royal Rumble, or the first one to be eliminated from the women's chamber match. So it kind of serves as justice, really, if you think about it. But as far as the men's goes, I'll be honest, if he hits the main roster after Mania weekend, Andrade Skidamas. Because why the hell not? You know what I mean? Future savior gaming behavior right here. Do you think somehow Carmella will somehow manage to bend the rules in cashing her Money in the Bank on the Raw Women's Championship? Said, I think, yeah, to do a swerve, because you think about it, right? It would make it get this work at WrestleMania, a pay-per-view with both Raw and SmackDown, and they never said, hey, you have to cash in on the SmackDown one necessarily. It could happen. Mayor McCheese, good or bad, Mayor? I did say this I didn't answer this question earlier, Corthan. I guess he's a bad mayor, I guess. Orlando Nation, who do you want to see or think will win the 2019 Royal Rumble? Well, I want to see the Rumble next year. Roderick Strong. I want to see next year in the Rumble Aleister Black. I want to see next year in the Rumble. Andre was reading this year's, right? So I can't say him again. EC3 is a surprise guest. I guess that as far as surprises go, though, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. I think Bryan will be in the Rumble. I think who will win it this year, though? I think Bryan, because F it, why not at this point in juncture? But I think that's gonna definitely happen. I'm gonna be on now for like 5 more minutes, and then after that, I'm gonna wrap this up. This has been awesome. This has been great. You guys have been sending in killer questions, especially you, O'Reilly. Been sending in them killer questions. But I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now, just to let you guys know. I will be relaunching a t-shirt store on Teespring after WrestleMania. So there's a shirt already in the works. Hopefully, I'll let you guys know about the new shirt once WrestleMania season comes to an end. So maybe Raw after Mania or something like that. I will reveal the latest t-shirt that will be up on the Teespring store. We are now going to be on Teespring. So I'm going to take a dive into it. You know, I'm not forcing anybody to buy a t-shirt. If y'all want to, awesome. It is what it is. But Salrex, as we speak, is in the works with a dope-ass design. So hopefully you guys will like it. Mother Flowers, hopefully y'all will like it. All right. So if you have more questions, feel free to send them in. We'll do some rapid fire for the next couple minutes before I wrap this up. Please answer this question. Oh, fuck. I'll show this question. I don't give a fuck. Please answer this question. Penis or dick? JK, Cody or Omega? Penis. Say now. Cody or Omega? I think this build up, I don't know. A part of me said they're going to do the whole finger poke of doom this whole time. Like, we're getting the whole, like, Civil War shit in the Bullet Club. It's like NWO Black and the Red versus NWO Black and the White. And just so we can get a swerve. Just so there's that swerve of, oh my God, you know, who didn't see this one coming? Like, people are so crazy about this match. And watch all the shit just end in some giant swerve. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna end in this fucking swerve, bro. I gotta tell you, bro. I gotta tell you, bro. Back in the day, bro, when I was booking WCW, bro, and WWF, bro, Vince McMahon, bro, I gotta tell you, bro, used to be on my ass, bro. It's every day, bro, with the Vinny Russo swerve, bro. It's every day, bro. It's every day, bro, with the Vinny Russo swerve, bro. Can you imagine? I'm just saying, can you imagine if Vince Russo were to saying Jake Paul's is every day, bro? Just saying. Just think about that for a minute. Surprised he has not done that yet. Surprised at him or anyone that has done that yet. What dream match do you want to main event WrestleMania 35? I want to see Rude versus Cena main event it. That'll be a good main event, but at the same time, I don't feel like they gotta start building that up, if anything. And I don't feel like Rude is at that spot yet. Like, give me wrong, you're talented to perform, but because the way they booked him on the main roster, it's been shit. But it could happen. Best fool. I want to see the main event one day. I said this a couple weeks ago. I think I said it on last week's show. And I'll say here again. Believe it or not, not as a main event, but as a match more than anything, it's either Daniel Bryan versus The Miz or Daniel Bryan versus Johnny Gargano. But as far as the main event, yeah, I go with that. I go with that as a main event. KSI or Logan Paul? KSI. I think KSI gonna murk him in 2 rounds. He'll murk him. Just like he did Joe Weller. But what the fuck do I know, right? I'll say this, though. Joe Weller hung in there, though. He hung in there for a while until eventually he got, you know, you guys' ass just dropped and shit. Who do you want to go to Raw or SmackDown for a superstar shakeup? From Raw, from SmackDown to Raw, Becky Lynch, Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, and Baron Corbin. From Raw to SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins. Who else can go? I'm having a fucking brain freeze right now. Fucking Elias and Samoa Joe. Why the hell not? Could work. Rollins to SD and Orton to Raw for me. That's how would you book Pete Dunne versus John Cena SummerSlam 2018? You'd have to. Here's the thing about it. In order for that to work, you have to have Pete Dunne sign a deal at WWE. Right now, Pete Dunne just signed at NXT. He can still do indies. But if I'm the book this match, let's say for a minute here that he is signed to NXT, right? To WWE officially, right? You can do this whole thing where Cena is about to just call it quits because eventually I feel like he will. And then Pete Dunne comes out and I don't fucking know. You can do this whole traditional, damn, you got me here. You got me here. I'm just having this boop, boop, boop. The bill, you can do this. How Cena will claim the best in the world, what have you, but the outcomes be done. Oh, you haven't fought me yet. And they go to shake hands, and Pete Dunne breaks Cena's fingers in half. He snaps him in half and shit, like he usually does, right? And you build up to the match. It'll be a killer match, near fall after near fall, but you gotta do like the whole 50-50 booking, where Cena wins one and then Pete Dunne wins one. You can do Pete Dunne for win first at SummerSlam, and then have him, Cena winning back. But that's how I would do it. But to be honest, Woken, Chauncey Bullock, Brother Steve, I knew you come. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, guys, this has been awesome. This was fun. Thank you all for sending in your questions. I will do this again shortly. Now I'm about to go head over to the OK Fabe channel to check out the random wrestling podcast. Yeah, he wrote come. I guess COME, but you kind of get the gist. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys have been freaking awesome. All you mother flowers have been awesome this week. I'll probably do this again some other time. I don't know when eventually, but I will do this soon. I promise. I will do this soon. All right. So, yeah, this week alone, I'm going to be busy like a mother flower. Literally, I'm recapping this week alone. I'm recapping NXT. I'm recapping Raw, SmackDown, NXT, like I said, TakeOver, Ring of Honor, the Impact show versus Lucha Underground, and just all that stuff. It's going to be fucking crazy. Salrex, your big tits or big ass. More of a big ass kind of guy. Woman with a nice round. I like that. Look at my comment above. Come. Okay. Wait, Steven. I'll wait. I'm waiting. But okay. Okay, I'm waiting. But again, guys, this week alone, I'm going to be just doing a lot of stuff. Like I said, Raw review, SmackDown Live review, NXT review. I'll be recapping TakeOver New Orleans. I'll be recapping the Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor show. I'll be recapping WrestleMania 34, WrestleMania Sunday live on the channel. I'm also going to be recapping the Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground show at WrestleCon. So literally, I'm going to be busy as all hell this weekend. So if you're new to this channel, hit that sub button down below. Give us a big old thumbs up. You see this, mother flower? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hey. And yeah, hate, comment, and subscribe. Steven, read the comment about come, above come. Okay. I did. Okay. I want to see. Okay. I see it now. I see it. I want to see a WrestleMania 35 for a world title. Nakamura versus Styles versus Punk versus Bryan in the 4. Holy shit. That'll be crazy. That'll be insane. If anything, that's why we have 2K team. You guys can create these guys and make it happen. All right. So thank you guys as well for tuning in. And again, this week I'm going to be busy as all hell. I know Salrex, my graphic designer, is working around the clock with these layouts for me and for a lot of people as well. So I cannot wait to get those layouts and get started. So thank you guys again. Also tomorrow I'll be recapping New Japan's Sakura Genesis. I'll be recapping that tomorrow, or I'll be up sometime this week. I'll keep you guys posted. But all right, guys, I am out like Genesis Cities. And O'Reilly, actually, I'm about to check out the Connor podcast, and that I'm gonna crash. So, all right, y'all. I'm out like Genesis Titties. It's wrestling and whatever, mother flowers. You're all a bunch of mother flowers. I love all you mother flowers, and I'm out like Genesis Titties, mother flowers. Peace out, mother flowers. Yeah.